Good afternoon to you from snowy Chiba. It's good to have you back. It's good to be back. This is the MEIJI Yasuda J1 100-year Vision League. A very special few months in Japanese football as we see the transition of the league to the autumn to spring calendar. And so we have these special games where the league is split into east and west sections, and we can't have a draw. There has to be a result in every single game. If it's all square after 90 minutes, we will go to penalty kicks. And we have for you today a team that has been waiting 17 years for this moment. One of the original teams of the J-League. JEF United are back in the big time, and they take on Urawa Reds today in this curtain raiser on a day where the temperature is a fraction above freezing in Chiba. Snow has been falling for the last couple of hours, but that hasn't put a damper on the atmosphere at all here. The supporters have been inside this stadium for what feels like hours now, ever since they were promoted through the playoffs just a couple of months ago. They have been waiting for this moment. The noise levels are quite incredible. And this unique competition, this special competition, it got off to a flyer 24 hours ago. Today, it's the return of the side from Chiba to take on an Urawa side that are looking to get back to where they would want to be, having had a disappointing league campaign last time out. Here come the two teams. They're led out by Hiroyuki Kimura, our match referee. As you can see, the snow continues to fall. It is only light now. It was a little heavier an hour or so ago. It hasn't affected the playing surface whatsoever. And for many of these in yellow, it's a first taste of the big time. And in Carlinhos Jr. there, they have perhaps the outstanding talent in J2 last season. He shouldered the burden when Hiro Kimura departed from JEF United. He, of course, joined today's opponents, but he's absent from today's game because of a shoulder injury. And for Issei Takahashi, a nice memento to mark the new season and his personal achievement of 200 league games in the J-League. Hugely popular figure here at JEF United. A one-club man, now at the age of 27. And he's been through it all, but he's here to lead them as they return to top-flight football. Lovely moment for him, acknowledged by the supporters. Big coats are the order of the day for the players on the way out. Apart from Mateus Savio, the only one who has decided not to wear the big jacket, he's ready for action. And we're ready for action as well. For the return of top-flight football to Chiba for the first time since 2009. This is the side named by Yoshiyuki Kobayashi. Tomoyo Wakahara is the goalkeeper. They do have problems there at the moment. The regular first choice, Jose Suarez, is ruled out with a knee injury. His backup also out as well. So Wakahara plays there. Carlinhos Jr. leads the line with Daichi Ishikawa. It's at 4-4-2 formation that served them so well last season. Not too many new additions, but in Makoto Himeno on the left-hand side, they have one of the brightest young talents in Japanese football. He's only 17 years old. Well, one of the most experienced officials in Japan is in charge. Hiroyuki Kimura is the man who leads us today, with Isao Nishihashi and Nariaki Hirose assisting him on the sideline. Yuzo Sutani is making sure that everything is in order in the technical area, and of course, should we require them, we do have VAR. Toshihiro Nakai and Koheando are in the booth, nice and warm today, unlike their partners out on the pitch. Here's the Urawa side. Well, it's been all change for them in defence. Of course, Shusaku Nishikawa is the staple pick in goal, but Kento Nemoto and Yuto Miyamoto are the new central defensive partnership. Of course, Marius Højbjerg has now moved on. Regular two in midfield. This is a three that served them well just behind the line. And Renji Hidano, the 22-year-old, fresh from university, is selected to lead the line up front for Maciej Skorza's side. Well, they're a side that was built on their defensive strength when they won the Asian Champions League, when they had Alexander Schultz, when they had Marius Højbjerg, and they've gone now. And Maciej Skorza says that he wants his side to play bright and attacking football. Good place to start. We're in Chiba for the return of JEF United to the big time. We are underway. Top flight football has returned to Chiba for the first time since 2009. This is the 100-year Vision League, the special league, as we head back towards the autumn to spring calendar. And between now and summer, although that feels a long, long way away with the snow falling in Chiba right now, we will have a special one-off winner of this special league. And it is Urawa in red who have possession early on. JEF United in their regular colours of the yellow shirts and the green shorts, and they have an early free kick here for that challenge, and a firm challenge it was as well, right there on Isaka in the middle of midfield. Well, there's the man who has guided JEF United back to the big time, Yoshiyuki Kobayashi. The ball was delivered downfield, looking for Isaka. Maciej Skorza, of course, departed following that Asian Champions League win, and said that he was hanging up his coach's jacket. Tempted back in after disappointment. That's really nice and positive. And the strike towards goal is by Himeno, straight at the goalkeeper, but an early sign of what the 17-year-old will bring to this JEF United side. For those of you unfamiliar with the newly promoted side, of course, they were one of the original teams in the J-League. That's the effort by Himeno. Here they come again with Isaka. That's a good challenge on him. The JEF, by the way, in their side, comes from the amalgamation of the Furukawa Electric Soccer Club and the Japan East Railway. An amalgamation of those two names gives us the title JEF, and of course the fact that it was coming together, the United soon followed. Well, they are one of the great originals, and this is a meeting of two of the original sides of J-League football. That's a challenge, and it might be a penalty very early on. The challenge was on Yusuke Matsuo, and it's a penalty with just 3 minutes to go on to Urawa. And it wasn't the hardest decision in the world for referee Kimura. Just a little mix-up between defender and goalkeeper. And one of the sprightliest strikers on show in the top flight, very, very quickly onto it. And Urawa are to be given the chance to get in front. They are just having a look at it, as you'd expect. But the newly promoted side paying a very, very heavy price for the early mix-up. And having won the spot kick, Yusuke Matsuo will take the penalty. This to give Urawa the perfect start, and he's done so quite brilliantly. Even had the goalkeeper gone the right way, there was no saving that. And Urawa Reds have the perfect start to the new season. Expertly taken. And the former Yokohama man fires Urawa into an early lead. And that's a rude awakening. For the newcomers. It was Hidaka, who couldn't quite get the ball away. Not entirely sure that Wakahara had even touched the ball there. His first touch of top-flight football might have been to pick the ball out of the back of the net. Massive scores that couldn't have asked for anything better to get his side off to a flyer. But for Yoshiyuki Kobayashi, it's probably a wake-up call for him and a wake-up call for his defenders as well. So it was won by Takuro Kaneko. Hidaka away. Well, they want a free kick for the foul by Kaneko. Apology from the player that Urawa brought in, having departed from Japan. It looked as though he was heading off to seek his fortune in Europe. He headed off to Dinamo Zagreb and then into Belgium, having been so good for Consadole Sapporo. And decided to head back to Urawa. Forward by Ogiwara. Takahashi. Kawano. That's nicely done. And they brought the ball away with Hidaka. Here is Himeno. Up against Takahiro Sekine. Just maybe a little bit too much adrenaline as he drilled the ball across. Takahashi. Kubaniwa. Carlinhos Jr. did so well. He was up against both central defenders there. Managed to be enough of a physical presence to make sure that his side won the ball, the second phase of the possession. A little bit of miscontrol. Not the worst moment by Isaka. And back with Shusaku Nishikawa. What a servant he's been, what a performer he's been. He's 40 in June. 12 years at the club. 400 appearances for them now. Nemoto. Little touch by Mateus Savio. Ogiwara, always capable at charging from left back. Cross was charged down and behind for a corner. Good quality from Urawa. Well, the weather will get better. Of course, we are so used to starting the season at this time of year, when we'd go straight through from February to the start of December. Corner delivered deep. It's halfway. Mateus Savio with the hit. Charged down by Carlinhos Jr. He's already travelled a long way with the ball. Mateus Savio is going with him. Support has arrived. Well, the crowd thought there was a foul there. The referee felt otherwise. That's a good little win by Hidano. Here they come with Matsuo. Weaving little run, he might go all the way here. That's a brilliant block off the line, but it's in, it's two. And Renji Hidano on hand to turn the ball home. Simplest goal he'll ever score. What a moment for him. And Urawa have got off to a flying start here. Once again, Matsuo causing all the problems. Put the defender on his backside. Nearly scored himself. His effort cleared off the line. And a tap-in for Renji Hidano. arrived from the Toin University of Yokohama to join the senior ranks for this season. What a perfect start for him. And what a perfect start it's been for Urawa. Big call as well from Masae Scusa to put the 22-year-old in. Ahead of what you'd class as bigger names like Isak Kiese-Tellin. That's a lovely little header to advance through midfield by Kobayashi. The cross is deep, but that's comfortable for Nishikawa. You can see the snow and the greasy surface has just played a little bit of havoc with players keeping their footing early on. The snow isn't sticking in any way. It's falling quite heavily, but it's not really affecting the game. Just a couple of times with the surface being so firm as they are these days, I've seen a couple of players just lose their grip. Takahashi, that's nicely done. It's a clever piece of skill as well to move the ball on to Hidaka. Well, the flag went up, it went up a little late. It went up against Makoto Himeno. You've got to find a response here. Do the new boys. They had character in abundance at the back end of last season as they fought their way through to get promoted from J2 via the playoffs. That character is going to be needed now in the top flight, where the margin for error is non-existent. Ball is cleared away by May. It's calmly done, as Nishikawa will help the ball. It's a poor clearance though from the goalkeeper. It's a very smart turn as well. Himeno just lost momentum here of the home side. They do still have the ball. Have to make do with a throw. It could have been much more than that, following the poor clearance by Shusaku Nishikawa. Smart little ball to change the direction of the attack. That's an even smarter ball. Lovely ball as well delivered. Will be a corner. The defender was arguing the last touch goes off Ishikawa there. Not the best angle to see. The corner was taken short, and they were napping a little there with the visitors. The effort in the end is bent just wide. It wasn't the worst effort in the world from Masaru Hidaka. Just couldn't quite bend the ball around enough. No problem at all for the goalkeeper to see the ball wide. Masaru Hidaka was playing in the 4th tier of Japanese football when he was spotted. He's made really good progress ever since. Now, for the first time, he's playing in the top flight. Hidaka with the header. It's going to come down towards Hidano. He couldn't control. Hidaka looking to clear. Kaneko makes the block and maintains possession brilliantly. Such a dangerous runner with the ball. Shot well charged down. Sekine. Played their way out of defence very nicely so far of JEF United. Very comfortable and very competent in possession of the ball. It's whether they can maintain that level when they move downfield. They've done well there. Takahashi. The last touch comes off the skipper. Tried to flick the ball on. That's a new special ball we've got for this season. That's the wonderful inscription of "The ball is my friend" on it. A very special ball for a very special season. The ball has been the friend of Urawa Reds so far. They lead by 2-0 with 20 minutes gone. Kaneko. He's not going to get a free kick. He went down far too easily, but they will keep possession here. Snow just getting a little heavier at the moment as the cross is delivered, but overhead, Kaneko will retrieve. You can see where the snow is getting heavier. As we say, it's not affecting the pitch, it's not affecting the players. It's just rather chilly out there. Really good run by Matsuo again. Hidano. Nicely done by Ogiwara. Mateus Savio. Sekine. Kaneko. Ball is towards Kaito Yasui. Watanabe. Pass was looking for Mateus Savio. Was well read and well cut out. The build-up is nice from the visitors. It's another clever ball in. A little deflection. We'll see the ball behind. But it's been very smart from a side that has been forced to endure a lot of criticism for their attacking play over the last couple of years. very smart in possession of the ball so far. Have themselves a corner here. One of the reasons that Matheus Savio was brought in from Kashiwa was to give them a new dynamic, give them an edge. That's another dangerous ball, and somehow it's ended up behind and over the top. So close to a third for Urawa, and maybe should have been a third for Urawa. Oh, it's a huge let-off. Matheus Savio with the delivery. Little touch at the near post was by Sekine, and in the end he just couldn't react to help the ball in. Rather hit the man in the middle rather than him hitting the ball. That could have been curtains for JEF United, with only just over a quarter of the game gone. They have to stay in this now. They have to score the next goal in this game. Takahashi. That's clever. The support from Hidaka. Carlinhos Jr. with the effort, but he's a long way out. He got into double figures last season, where he was operating mainly from the wing, really, in the early part of the season. It was only when Hiro Komori departed for Urawa that he was moved inside and played more centrally. It's also worth pointing out that when Kimori was allowed to leave to go up to Urawa, it was a move that was roundly criticised by the supporters, who felt it would severely impinge on their chances of getting promoted. As it was, it didn't really affect them. Kimori had scored so many goals as well in J2, he'd earned the right. Missing out today, and for the foreseeable future as well, it must be said, with that shoulder injury, which is a blow. One person's problems is another person's opportunity. And the injury to Kimori, meaning that Hidano, given the start today, a start that he's been given and responded with a goal. Carlinhos Jr. He's got support from Ishikawa in the middle. Can squeeze the cross past Nemoto. Corner taken quickly. Carlinhos Jr. with the cross. Oh, it's met at the far post, but again, couldn't quite get the purchase to trouble Nishikawa. Straightforward stop from the goalkeeper, but encouragement for the home side. Ryota Kuboniwa with the effort on target. Okiwara with the foul for the challenge on Zaid Isaka. Well, it's been really, really good fare so far. Played in the very best atmosphere. And the home fans are belligerent despite being 2 down. The 100-year Vision League sees the table split into East and West. Of course, we are in the East Division here. Chiba over to the east of Tokyo. That's nice. That's a really good run again. Just couldn't quite maintain his footing, despite the best attempts to do so. Kaito Yasui. Nemoto on towards Miyamoto. That's enough contact to get the referee's whistle on Matsuo. Takayuki Mei with the challenge. Matsuo. Matteo Savio. It's a lovely ball delivered. It's going to come to Matteo Savio. That's a brilliant block. Oh, it's a goal-saving block by Kawano. Matteo Savio couldn't have met it any better. He knows it. He's been denied by an outstanding piece of defending there. Here they come again. Well, he can't believe he didn't score there. Brilliant, brilliant bit of defending. If he doesn't block that, Kawano, it's 3-0. Goalkeeper was not getting there. As simple as that. Here's Takahashi. Beautiful riding of the challenge by Carlinhos Jr. The early ball, what a ball, oh dear. Oh, dearie, dearie me. And the 17-year-old had the chance. And he can't apply the finish. It's a wonderful move. This is a stunning ball. And Makoto Himeno, with the chance to halve the deficit, got it all wrong. Just sheer anguish. Don't worry, young man. You'll probably miss worse ones than that as your career goes on. But it isn't a moment he'll want to remember. Such a good opportunity. And as good a move as you'll see anywhere that from the newcomers. It's such an open game. Hidano. Well, Maciej Scores has said before the start of this game and has said in the build-up to the 100-year Vision League that Urawa are coming to attack. But this tag that they have as being a solid defensive side is out of the window. Here's Matsuo again. He's helped it towards goal. But again, the defender's there and gets the ball away. But the whole game seems to be being played like the last minute of a cup tie. It's so open. It's great entertainment for us. Matsuo really has stood out so far too. Outstanding from him. And if this is the way we're going to go on for the next 3 months, well, we'll say yes please, more. It's a corner for Urawa. Away is a good one. And Carlinhos Jr. is off again. Challenge was nicely timed. Matteo Savio working the angles, the strike. Caught well, but comfortably held from Watanabe. Scorer of several excellent goals last season for Urawa. Well, that's nicely won. Kaneko doing really, really well. Now can he find a red shirt or can he find the goal? Just tried to sneak one in. Angle was always against him. It made it a very difficult chance. He's more than capable, though, of finding it. Didn't have a great abundance of options. They've won the ball back again. And Matsuo and Kaneko and Matteo Savio. And he's got underneath it. And they'll start to wonder how they're not even further ahead. Dominant display so far from Urawa Reds. The home side are looking for a response. Jimeno's cross and headed away and behind. It's a corner. Carlinhos Jr. waits. The side from Chiba waits. Desperate for their first goal back in the big time. Jimeno will take the corner. Nishikawa helps it away. Returned with brutal power. But just a fraction too high from Takahashi. That one really got the home crowd up on their feet. That's where most of them have been pretty much all the game so far. Neither of these sides has been particularly overactive in the transfer market so far. No big additions per se. That's a clever ball. Good piece of defending by Sekine. The corner though. And with 7 minutes to go until half-time, just a little bit of pressure developing on the Urawa goal. Again, Makoto Himeno will take the corner. Back to the taker, who will elect to reset, and we'll try again. Well, the delivery was a little flat and a little behind. Kumoniwa tried to make something of nothing, really. It's been an eye-opener for him. It's been an eye-opening for the JEF United fans as well. Probably been eye-opening for the Urawa fans as well, who will have been delighted to see the brand of football that Maciej Skorza's side have played so far in this game. Here they come again with Matteo Savio. Here's Kaneko. Hidano looked offside. He has tried to turn the ball home. Now the flag has gone up. There you go, nice and easy. The flag going up. It's another clever ball. Looking for another clever run from Carlinhos Jr. Well, he and Isaka and Ishikawa and Himeno know they'll want to be a telling threat before half-time. A little under 5 minutes to go of the first 45. Himeno. He doesn't lack confidence, the rookie, that's for sure. Here they come again, and that's nicely worked, and Nishikawa has to make the save. They worked hard to create the opening. Kobayashi with the effort, Nishikawa with the save. Straightforward one really as well. Hidaka. That's a misplaced pass. And here goes Matteo Savio. Kaito Yasui. Matteo Savio again. Got themselves a little too tight. No way Kaneko could get onto the pass. Was aimed towards him from Yuto Miyamoto. Was on loan at Kyoto Sanga last season. returned and needed now, of course, with the departure of Marius Højbjerg to the Saudi Pro League. Alexander Schultz left at the start of last season as well. Those two were the best central defensive partnership in J-League football. The Scandinavians have now gone. There's been encouraging signs for the home side. That's what they can point towards if they go in at 2 down. Can't afford to be any further down, that's for sure. Ball from Matheus Savio. Matheus Savio again. Ogiwara. And it's a free header. Well, it was offside in the end, Hidano. Maybe that's why he had the free header. Just for a moment. Just felt he had a chance to add a third goal. Foul for the challenger, not on Carlinhos Jr., but a little further back. Final minute of the first 45. That's nicely done. Cross on the run. Blocked and defended behind. And they are to be given the opportunity again to try and find a way back into this game. Just changing the angle, changing the take-up. Can it change their fortunes as we enter 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half? It's a good header away. Well, the follow-up shot hit really hard by Takahashi again, but really well blocked. And here comes the counter thrust. Matheus Savio leading the charge. Look at the ball back here. This is Ogiwara. On by Matsuo. Ogiwara again. Well, it's been an outstanding first half of football. And now Urawa have a corner themselves. Good old-fashioned way of trying to beat the man from Kaneko. This could be a hugely significant moment in the game if Urawa can make this count. They're trying to ensure it's the last action of the first half. Matheus Savio will take. They lead 2-0. They'd love a third to go in at half-time. This is their chance to do so. The Brazilian with his right foot. And the header at the near post. It's going to come out towards Watanabe. Ogiwara. Flags up for offside, and that will bring an end to the first half here. And it's been an eye-opening return to top-flight football for JEF United. The side from Chiba find themselves 2 down. The first goal, penalty very early on from Matsuo. It was soon doubled as well. Renji Hidano's first top-flight goal. And whilst there have been signs of encouragement at the other end, no goals so far for the home side. And they find themselves with a lot to do after half-time. It's been an outstanding first half for the visitors, though, for Urawa. And at half-time here, it's JEF United 0, Urawa Reds 2.
J リーグファンサポーターの祭典 J リーグオールスターダゾーンカップ。出場する選手はファンサポーターによる投票と明治安田 J リーグ100年構想リーグのベストイレブンから選ばれます。この動画ではファンサポーター投票の詳細を説明します。投票方法は通常投票、スタジアム観戦投票、ダゾーン投票の3つ。通常投票は J リーグ公式 LINE または J リーグ所属の各クラブの公式 LINE のリッチメニューからオールスター投票を選択して参加します。 J リーグ ID に登録するだけで無料で簡単に投票に参加できます。スタジアム観戦投票は明治安田 J リーグ100年構想リーグの試合でご覧のいずれかのアクションを実施することで1試合ごとに LINE で投票できる投票権を獲得できます。投票権は対象試合の翌日までに付与されます。ダゾーン投票は試合視聴中のライブチャット機能ファンゾーンやアプリのログイン時に表示されるバナーから参加できます。通常投票とダゾーン投票は1週間に1回行うことができ、毎週新しい投票権を獲得することができます。スタジアム観戦投票は観戦した数だけ何度でも投票できます。続いて投票方法を説明します。1回の投票ごとにオールスターに出場してほしいと思う選手を6名までと監督1名を選んで投票します。選手はフォワード、ミッドフィルダー、ディフェンダー、ゴールキーパーの各ポジションから1名ずつの4名、さらに自由枠としてポジションにこだわらず追加で2名を選択。この時同じ選手に重複して投票はできません。最後に監督を選んだら投票完了です。投票は2月6日の明治安田 J リーグ100年構想リーグ開幕からスタートし、5月11日まで何度でも行うことができます。お気に入りの選手に今すぐ投票を。
Oh, welcome back. This opening game in the Fukuda Denshi Arena is at the moment going the way of Matteo Savio and his Urawa Reds side. 2 early goals inside the first half, as them leading by 2-0 against the newcomers of JEF United. The first game back in the big time in 16 years, and they are looking for a lift at the start of this second half. They did give themselves chances in the first period, but it must be said that Urawa created a host of chances apart from the 2 they scored from. And so with 45 minutes to go on the opening game of the season, it's Urawa whose game it is to lose from here, really. 2-0 they lead. And a really strong first half performance from Matsuei Scores' side. Yusuke Masuo has been almost unplayable as well up to now in the snow in Chiba. We are underway at the start of the second half. The ball back with Nishikawa. Kaneko with the ball on for Hidano. Kaito Yasui. Away by Hiraka. That's a foul on Himeno by Takahiro Sakini. Wasn't the nicest challenge in the world as well from one so experienced. This special half-season competition where there is no real margin for error. There's a problem here, and this will be a real note of concern. Renji Hidano has gone down. Looks like he's going to be okay. At first you felt that he'd gone down with no contact, but then you just turn around and you just see that he was trod on by Yusuke Kobayashi. He's okay. That's brilliant closing down. Well, great desire and hunger from the youngster. He is a rookie, remember. And a rookie class of 2026 looks pretty good so far in the J-League. At the other end of the spectrum, of course, is the famous, and perhaps the most famous of all legs in world football, Fukushima United today, starting Kazuyoshi Miura in their game against Ventforet Kofu, and Miura is 59 years old at the end of the month. And today we've got a 17-year-old playing, 42 years between them. Astonishing. He's still going strong. That's very nicely done by Sekine. Couldn't find the pass, though, to find Hidano. Confirmation of the 2 teams going through the bottom of your picture. No changes in personnel so far on either side from the starting 11. And this starting 11 that has served the visitors so well so far. They lead by 2-0. This is Miyamoto. On by Nemoto. Hidano's ended up on the floor again here. He may not try to find a way past Sekine, but couldn't do so. Well, we've played 4 minutes of the second half so far. And twice now, the scorer of Urawa's second goal has ended up on the floor. This is how Renji Hidano ended up down on the deck this time. It's a good challenge, wasn't it? Well, he'll be delighted. Wants his side to be open and attacking and full of flair. They have lived very much up to that billing so far. Kaneko is well cut out and well cleared to get the ball away and up over halfway. Tidy piece of defending from Miyamoto to get the ball back towards his goalkeeper, Nishikawa. It's a foul on Watanabe. Has become such a central force, really, and a real leader for Urawa. Well, that's a mistake, giving the ball away by Nemoto. And there is support, and it's deflected behind. The effort was hit first time by Carlinhos Jr. And the reaction from the defender doing enough. He went first time, he went early with the shot. I wonder if it would have just crept past Nishikawa. Goalkeeper was down very, very early. Do feel they have to score next, the side from Chiba, if they want to get anything out of their opening fixture. Here comes the corner. It's a good header away. Followed. Oh my goodness me, what a strike that was by Takahashi. Well, he's had a couple so far in the game. He's hit that one like a missile. That's a super ball again. What a turn. Just can't quite get the shot away. And here comes the counter-attack. Hidano. Half block. Try again, and that's going to be the touch behind. That's a goal kick. Well, we'll see Takahashi's effort in a moment. But it is as pure a strike of a football as you will ever see. It must have cannoned back about 30 metres off the woodwork as well. What an effort it was. Laser-guided missile. Right against the frame of the goal. Well, he caught a couple in the first half pretty well. He does have such a fierce, fierce strike from distance. It is something that has been highlighted by many teams in the build-up to this new season. Don't rest once you've got the set piece away, because Takahashi is coming to meet it. Kawano for Kuboniwa. Tawano again. Ambitious ball that was lucky for Carlinhos. And back with Nishikawa, who will be mightily relieved he didn't have to save that shot from Takahashi, that really would have been a hand stinger on a cold day like today. Watanabe. Give himself time there, did Miyamoto. Gets the ball away. Yasui. Matteo Savio rides the challenge well. Ogiwara. Watanabe. Kaneko. That's nice. He might have just run out of room. He has been given the corner. Thought initially he'd got the last touch. I think the assistant did as well. It's just a question whether the ball was out before Hidaka touched it. Might have got a little stroke up there, Kaneko. Matteo Savio with the corner. The away fans are already bouncing behind that end. They'll be next to see if they can get another. The hit was by Keito Yasui, who is a player who says he should score more than he does. He was more of an attack-minded midfielder when he first broke through about 4 seasons ago now. Kaneko. Matteo Savio. Oh, Hidano's done well to shrug his defender aside. Oh, the pass is poor, though. He had 3 against 3 there, really, had he played the right ball. Yasui. Watanabe. Still the snow falls in Chiba. Already played 12 minutes of this second half. Really good run by Yusuke Matsuo. Lovely ball as well. He needed a better cross. Didn't get it. Just opening up momentarily for Ogiwara. Looked offside. Flag will stay down. The ball is back with Urawa anyway. And again, Hidano makes the run. He just lent on the defender. Not going to get away with that one, young man. But he's been a willing chaser and a willing runner throughout so far, and he's led the line in a very accomplished manner, way beyond his rookie status. Speaking of rookies, here's Himeno. Himeno will get there. Did he do enough to win the corner? He did. He did well. Well, he had the best chance of the game. for the home side to get them back into it at 2-0 down, to get it to 2-1. He didn't take it. Now trying to repair that damage. Having won the corner, Himeno will take the corner. It's a good header away. It's given away by Mateus Savio, somewhat carelessly from one who looks after the ball normally so well. And it's another corner. It's won by Takahashi of Watanabe, one captain winning it from the other. And a double change for the home side ahead of the corner. Yuma Igari is going to come on. And it's the end of Himeno's afternoon. And Takumi Sukui will also come on as well. So Takayuki Mei, Makoto Himeno make way, and on comes Sukui and Igari. And their introductions add new impetus. Here's the delivery. It's towards a substitute. It comes back out. What a chance, what a block. Oh, that's another outstanding stop. Moments like that that have kept Urawa in front. Here's Mateus Savio at the other end. The referee's going to stop the game because there's an injury here. Mateus Savio is suggesting there was a deliberate arm as well. Carlinhos Jr. See more of a shrug aside on Miyamoto than a deliberate arm into the face. He won't be wanting to get in trouble on the opening day. Well, what about this for a block? It's another fantastic strike. Kobayashi denied a certain goal. Couple of them now. Miyamoto is okay. Referee will return the ball to Urawa as well. They have possession. Much to the consternation that is of the home supporters. Well, they know a third goal will win the game for them. They can make a change themselves here. And they're going to withdraw Renji Hidano and replace him with Kai Shibato. Comes the 30-year-old for the rookie, who's got a goal on the opening day of life at Urawa. That change means that Matsuo will now go and play as the furthest player forward, having caused mayhem early on from that position just behind the front man. Well, the home side are just looking for something to clutch a hold of. to give themselves a platform in this game. Here they come again. It's well cut out. Cleared away. Isaka tried to find a way. Substitute Igari. Nowhere really for Takahashi to go. He's going to have to go back into his own half there. Here's the JEF United skipper again. Again looking for the run of Isaka. Still he works to find an opening. It's a clever little ball as well. Well, those in red have put their bodies on the line for the course today. It's another really good block. Urawa this time, the latest to throw himself fully in front of the ball. Corner is going to be taken by Yuma Igari. And it's well met, and it's another clearance off the line, would you believe it? It's Matsuo. And JEF United just can't believe it. So many blocks, so many goal-bound clearances. Still they come, still they look for a goal. Sukui. Brilliant from Carlinhos Jr. again, trying to work something and make something happen. There's another ball delivered. Away by Matsuo again. Well, it's quite astonishing now. There is an injury which is going to require some treatment, with Ryoma Watanabe going down. Sure, he will be okay, the Urawa captain. And they'll be starting to get the feeling they're going to be okay today as well. Because time and time again, they have put themselves on the line. And they've been rewarded for it with brilliant blocks and clearances. Another double change coming momentarily for the home side. Hiroto Goya is going to be joined by Takuri Iwao. And with a little over a quarter of the game to go. They'll be desperately trying to find something. Matsuo on the chase. Safety first. Here come the changes. Well, they're going to take off Carlinhos Jr. And they're going to take off Zain Isaka, and Iwao and Goya will come on. Goya offers a completely different alternative to Carlinhos, the beanpole striker. He's tall and angular. That's a foul and a free kick. We are now officially into the final quarter of the game. This game has been played amidst the backdrop of a wonderful atmosphere. As JEF United return to the big time for the first time since 2009. Stadium that was pretty much full all through last season. just shy of 20,000. And they make the noise of about 5 times that amount. Piece of defensive work from Hidaka, who's had a really good game at left back. That's another good challenge. Playing in a hurry now. Goya retrieving the ball. Well, that's not the best ball in the world, read by Matheus Savio. Brazilian will keep the possession here. Ogiwara back towards Matheus Savio. Kaneko. Little run by Matsuo. Again, he's managed well. Good piece of work by Kawano. This is Kuboniwa. Takahashi. Hidaka. Sukui. Hidaka's ball. Again, it's well defended. That's a good read, good cutout. Watanabe using all his experience so well in that situation. Oh, that's a really good win. Matsuo, he goes on his own, and he took the chance to try and end the game there. Couldn't control the effort after some brilliant play by Kenta Nemoto. The way he read the ball here and strode out of defence so elegantly. Tried to create an angle for Matsuo, who really had to go on his own in that situation. It was he who got the ball rolling today, won the penalty and scored the penalty inside 3 minutes. Kaneko. Best ball in the world by Miyamoto. Hidaka was looking for the long cross-field ball to bend round to the runner, but Ishikawa didn't really have a chance of getting on the end of it. Well, took a chance again, maybe an unnecessary chance. That's what Scorza will be saying. They have a 2-0 lead. Don't over-elaborate at the back. Here's Matsuo at the other end of the field. He's got 3, now 4 up in support. There's the pass and the dummy, and the effort was by Matheus Savio, and the goalkeeper had a little wobble at it. Managed to gather at the second attempt just as the on-rushing figure of Takuro Kaneko was closing in, looking to make it 3-0. Bend away from the running figure of Sukui. Very nice, Kaito Yasui. Matteo Savio. Clever little run. Delivery across goal. Behind for a corner. They worked that nicely. Again, it was Watanabe who was in a very advanced position. And still they look for that goal to put an end to this game. Can they get it? Just over 15 minutes to go. Good header away. And then the follow-up is a clearance away more than anything else. It's going to come to Kaneko. There's all the time in the world on the ball. Matteo Savio. They've kept the ball well today, have Urawa. Used it with real purpose. When they've got the turnover, they've been very quick to advance downfield. Led brilliantly by Matsuo, who really has been outstanding for them. They win the second phase possession. Well, that's a challenge right on the edge of the penalty area. It's going to be a yellow card for the challenge by Takahashi on Watanabe. One skipper on the other. And a free kick in a really, really good position here. They've been 2-0 up since just past the 10-minute mark of the match. No further goals since. Not for the want of trying from either side. Now, though, Urawa looking to clinch this one. It's Watanabe taking charge. It's Watanabe who was fouled. Can he find the quality? Can he find the technique? Can he find the target? Delivery, and he went for goal, but in the end it was somewhat off target. And still there is hope. Chiba will keep on coming. Kawano, Hidaka. Well to look after after the ball there. There was a foul, the referee to let them carry on. They've got momentum. It's a good challenge by Ogiwara. Matteo Savio. Brazilian has it again. Ogiwara. It's a ball that's slid forward. It was looking for the run of Kaneko, but Kaneko had held his position in a wide area. 11 minutes to go. It's been such a fascinating battle. JEF United, I think it's fair to say, were caught a little cold on a chilly day in Chiba. Urawa got out of the traps very, very quickly. Once they got themselves into the lead, they've been able to hold on to it. The Dogs have snapped at their heels throughout. They haven't been able to get that goal to launch a comeback. They've got 10 minutes left to do so. Lovely take, lovely ball. Now then, is this the moment? Go across goal, and again it's a deflection behind. It's what they've done so well all day. Hidaka it was, who broke the lines with a brilliant run. Expertly found as well. Tried to be unselfish, and once again Kenta Nimoto was in the way. It's what they've done all afternoon and done it so well. Well, Kobayashi's made way for Amagasa. In comes the former Trinita man. Isak Kiesa-Tellin will be coming on in a moment as well. Thought Urawa might actually wait before the corner was taken before they made the change, but on comes the veteran Swede. He's going to be joined by Toshikazu Teruki. Matteo Savio makes way for the 19-year-old youth product to get a taste of the big time. A little bit of nonsense the referee wants to deal with before the corner is taken, involving Yuto Miyamoto. Delivery, and it's met at the near post by Sakine. Delivered back into the mix, and it's going to be another corner. Another block, another corner. And still, JEF United knock at the door. Well, they've tried every way to get a goal. Able to find one. They take a goal from anywhere now. Headed away by Kaneko. That's a ball delivered round the back, but too deep. Despite the best attempts of Kawano, who was trying to get there, runs beyond him. Urawa fans who are making all the noise at the moment. in a stadium where the home fans have never stopped singing. It being delivered with a bit more gusto from the away fans who have made the journey from Saitama. At the moment, it's going to be a very happy little 60-kilometer jaunt home, back around and up around Tokyo to Saitama. Another ball that's delivered forward. On by Isaki Setelin. Kaneko. Cleared away again. Back with Nishikawa. Right, another free kick. Watanabe. Ogiwara. Just behind Tellin. That's a lovely ball. Sekine across goal, it goes and it's in! They've sealed it in style, right at the death. Or have they? It's not going to count. Did he get a little touch on the way through? And Terauchi is going to be denied a debut goal. Was it a little double kiss on the way through? Lovely ball by Sekine. They are obviously going to make sure all is in order. Toshikazu Terauchi was the one who was on hand. It's all fine up to here. Now then, it's all fine there. And then Isak Kiesa Tellin gets a little touch there. And it's just a question of whether or not the youngster was level with him when the ball was turned home. While that goes on, there's going to be another change. As Junpei Hayakawa will come onto the field. .20 now. Confirmation that that goal will be chalked off. Ishihara and Hayakawa onto the field for the last couple of minutes. And so there is still a little bit of hope for Chiba. But they're going to have to score very, very quickly because they need to, remember. Here comes the experienced Ishihara. Sukui. That's an excellent piece of skill. Really good run. Oh my goodness me, they've blocked it behind again. And it's a whisker wide, but it's behind once again from Miyamoto. How many blocks has he made today? vital blocks as well. It's why Chiba just haven't been able to get themselves back into it. JEF United have worked so hard. They haven't had any reward whatsoever because it's been really good defending from Urawa. Here comes the corner. All the way through it goes. Sukui. That's a ball that's delivered, but comfortable in the end for the goalkeeper. Looked very dangerous at first, but just arced away from those in the middle, from Takahashi. Well, how many times has Miyamoto and others made such vital blocks in this game? It's why it's 2-0. It's why Urawa are going to get the new season off to a flying start. Because when it has mattered, they have put their bodies on the line and they're going to get the victory. It's going to be another yellow card. Takuro Iwao, who was to lunged in. Good read by Ogiwara. And we are heading for stoppage time, of which you can't think there will be a massive amount. The referee has decided that we will see out the remainder of the game by playing 5 minutes. On the ball goes from Kaneko. Hayakawa chasing away. Well, no better way to start the new season than an away victory and a clean sheet as well. Oh, that's a wonderful piece of skill by Sukui again. Now can he back it up? He delivers a cross goal, miscue there, strike there. Well, no one hits a better ball than Takahashi, but he's just off target. It's the side netting this time. Pretty sure that at some stage this season he's going to test the strength at the back of the net, though. He hits everything with ferocious power. Unrewarded today. Here's Kaneko. It's cleared away downfield. It's good defensive cover. Centre half just got caught underneath the ball for a moment. But Ogiwara was there, sweeping up to help out and tidy up. Here he is again. Worth the effort is half blocked by his own player in the end. Takuya Ogiwara, like Kaneko, ended up at Dinamo Zagreb for a while. Now has returned. Of course, born and raised in Saitama. It means that little bit more, of course, to a local-born player who's come through the ranks. Did his apprenticeship away on loan at the likes of Albirex and Kyoto. He will be as thrilled as anyone at Urawa starting the season in this sort of form, with this sort of performance. They've had to defend at times, they've had to dig deep at times. But they've done just that. Ogiwara again, defending really, really well there to win the foul and to win the free kick. That should just put a lid on this game for them. They're a minute away from completing the job. Well, one last thrust for the home side, but not there. That's a horrible miscue from Wakahara. Well, there's plenty of encouragement, it's fair to say, for JEF United. They will score goals if they play like this. On other days, Urawa have just been their resilient best, really, to keep a clean sheet. Goals they got early on enough to win the game. They did have other chances before half-time. Takahashi. Oh, that's a miscue. Will just about be the last action of the game. Well, they tried so hard, they worked so hard, but ultimately JEF United's first game back in the big time after 16 years away will end in defeat. Beaten by 2 early goals by Urawa Reds here. Tried as they did to get back into it. It was some very resolute and solid defender from Miyamoto, Nemoto and co. Held them at bay, some really good blocks, some really good defending. Yusuke Matsuo led the way up front. He got the first from the spot. He set up the second for the rookie Renji Hidano. And Urawa, who were handed this very tricky tie on the first day of the new season, an away game with a newly promoted side, with plenty of fire in their bellies. But they fought it very well, and they end with a victory here. It finishes JEF United 0, Urawa Reds 2. I think what it has shown us today is that anytime we are here at the Fukuda Denshi Arena, I think we're in for a treat, because there's going to be some excellent football on show. JEF United and Urawa both came out with the intention of attacking. That first half was as good a first half as you could wish to see anywhere. But the 2 early goals proving to be costly for JEF United. They were unable to fight their way back into it. On other days, they will score. It's as simple as that. But there were times when, I think it's fair to say, that the away side could have taken it even further away from them. So a really, really good game, really high-quality game as well. And the start of the MEIJI Yasuda 100-year Vision League in the Eastern Regional Round has served up what was a veritable feast of football, but a feast of football that ends with victory for the side from Saitama, who win by 2-0. And in the snow in Chiba, it's a good way for them to celebrate what was an impressive victory, and a victory that gets them off to a perfect start. As we say, there's very, very little room for error in this shortened mini-league, which we have now between now and the summer, as we make the transition back towards autumn to spring football. And let's get some reaction from the rookie goal scorer.
そうですね、まずは勝ったことが一番なんで、自分のゴールよりまずチームの勝利に貢献できたことが一番良かったかなと思います。はい。
その勝利に貢献できたゴールシーンですが、振り返っていただけますか？
そうですね、祐介君が、背後のランニングが得意なんで、自分も最後まで詰めるってところはずっと試合中から意識してた